Good morning, viewers. You're now watching Hornbill TV. Congress leader Supriya Srinathi criticized the cancellation of NEET UG 2026, calling it unfair to nearly 20 lakh students who worked hard and spent heavily to appear for the exam. She accused the government of repeatedly failing to prevent paper leaks, demanded the resignation of Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan on moral grounds, and alleged the existence of a paper leak mafia operating without fear.
No, I'm extremely disturbed with this. The fact that the NEET paper has not been leaked for the first time, this has happened repeatedly, and now that the exam stands cancelled, there were 20 lakh students who appeared for these exams. These students must have put in their real hard work, their blood, their sweat, and they toiled very hard. They must have studied for 18, 19 hours a day. And what is the net result? The net result is that the paper leaked and the exam has been scrapped. The exam stands cancelled. Their parents must have spent money. They spent money while traveling to appear for these exams, and the net result is zero. They are back to square one. Now we don't know when that exam will be. Will that be without a paper leak or no? The reality is, can this government not get one exam done without a paper leak? I mean, what business does Dharmendra Pradhan have to be in that office? He should resign on moral grounds, if nothing else. His own children are studying overseas, much like the other BJP leaders. They don't care what's happening to children in India. They don't care the uncertainty that engulfs them. They don't understand what mental trauma these children are going through. And as far as the Prime Minister is concerned, he's so busy doing roadshows, he doesn't care either. But the reality is, we call ourselves Vishwaguru and we cannot conduct one exam without paper being leaked. And who are these people who are leaking papers? It's a syndicate. The paper leak mafia is obviously associated with the BJP, and which is why they are not scared, which is why they go unabashedly and do their job. Almost 90% of the questions were leaked. What leaves to be desired?
Been appeal from Prime Minister Modi, and he has asked people to save fuel, work from home to be preferred, online classes should be conducted, and no gold should be got, like the gold expenditure should be reduced, and also not to go abroad as well.
So as soon as the elections got over, Mr. Modi has accepted the writing on the wall, but he is now blaming the people. He is now told the people to shoulder all the pain, which is actually his doing. In March this year, Rahul Gandhi, the leader of the opposition, had cautioned and had sounded the alarm bell, saying it's going to be devastating. There will be huge crisis as far as petrol, diesel, LPG is concerned. The government needs to ensure energy security, but at that time the BJP was not paying any attention, and the reality is that our energy security has been compromised. We have heeded to every diktat by the United States because we have a compromised Prime Minister. The reality is that if we had ensured our energy security, we would not have seen the kind of shortage in supply or the disruptions that we are seeing in crude oil or LPG or anything like that. The reality also is that the Prime Minister doesn't preach what he says. He doesn't practice what he preaches. The Prime Minister said to the people that you should conserve petrol and diesel, and in the last 2 days he's done 3 road shows. Were these road shows necessary? The Prime Minister says don't travel abroad. Middle class has got into this habit, as if middle class doesn't deserve to travel abroad. But the Prime Minister himself is going to Europe. He should cancel his trip. The Prime Minister doesn't realize that he got the rupee at 58 to a dollar, which has now touched 95.55 to the dollar mark. Our economy, instead of going to the 3rd position as far as large economies are concerned, we have slipped from the 4th to the 6th, primarily because of the depreciating currency. And now when Mr. Modi sees the writing on the wall, he's building a case where he's actually asking the people of this country to shoulder the pain, to swallow the bitter pill, which is actually of his making. But nobody, if you're telling me that people don't understand this, everybody does.
Congress leader Sachin Pilot said that government was forced to cancel NEET UG 2026 after details of the paper leak emerged. He said nearly 22 lakh students prepared with great sacrifice and dedication, alleged the involvement of a larger paper leak mafia, and urged the government to ensure accountability, strengthen governance, and take strict action to prevent repeated exam leaks.
भाई लगभग 9-10 दिन हो गए हैं, और जब मीडिया में, सोशल मीडिया में पूरा खुलासा हो गया, तथ्य सामने आ गए, तो सरकार को मजबूरन इस परीक्षा को रद्द करना पड़ा। लेकिन सवाल ये उठता है कि पहली बार नहीं हो रहा। दूसरा, लगभग 22-23 लाख बच्चे जिन्होंने खुद, उनके परिवार वालों ने इतना त्याग तपस्या से मेहनत करी है, और आप सब जानते हैं इस एग्ज़ाम की तैयारी के लिए लोग ट्यूशन्स पढ़ते हैं, क्लासेस लेते हैं, और अपना पेट काट के घर परिवार वाले लोग इन बच्चों की मदद करते हैं। सवाल ये है कि जब पेपर कैंसिल हुआ है तो जिन बच्चों ने ईमानदारी से ऑनेस्टली एग्ज़ाम दिया था उनका क्या हश्र होगा, और इस पूरी व्यवस्था पर सवाल खड़े हो गए हैं। जब नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी बनी थी तब कहा गया था फुल प्रूफ हम इंतजाम कर रहे हैं, और एनटीए लगातार एक्सपोज हो रहा है। और ये पहली बार नहीं हुआ, इससे पहले जब लीक हुआ मेरे ख्याल 2 साल पहले उसमें जांच बिठाई गई, उस जांच का कोई परिणाम नहीं आया, किसी को दंडित नहीं किया गया, किसी को उदाहरण नहीं बनाया गया। और जब ये पेपर धड़ल्ले से बिक रहा है, इसका एक बहुत बड़ा माफिया है, और मुझे लगता है कि इसका सरगना कोई बहुत ही प्रभावशाली लोग होंगे, क्योंकि इस तरह समय से पहले हूबहू जो गेस्ट पेपर है उसमें लगभग सारे क्वेश्चंस विदाउट चेंज ऑफ कॉमा एंड फुल स्टॉप वो दिए गए हैं। तो ये बहुत बड़ा गिरोह है। अब पेपर बनाने वाले ने, छापने वाले ने, या एग्जाम कराने वाले, कौन लोग जिम्मेदार हैं, इसकी जांच अब सीबीआई करेगी। सीबीआई को फुर्सत कहाँ है? सीबीआई को फुर्सत तो है ही नहीं, क्योंकि वो तो विपक्ष पे जांच कर रही है। जो गैर भाजपाई लोग हैं उनका दमन करने के लिए सीबीआई का प्रयोग हो रहा है, और हम सब जानते हैं कि सीबीआई एक इन्फ्लुएंस में काम करती है। तो अगर हम लोगों को इस देश के नौजवानों को न्याय दिलाना है तो इसकी जांच एक जुडिशल जांच हो, एक ऐसी इंक्वायरी हो जो सरकार के बाहर हो, क्योंकि सरकार में कोई शिक्षा विभाग है, कोई मंत्रालय है, कहाँ तक और सीबीआई उन लोगों को पकड़ पाएगी, खासकर जो बड़े लोग हैं। छोटे मोटों का अभी भी राजस्थान में मेरे ख्याल 45 लोगों को डिटेन किया है, उनको चार्जशीट नहीं किया, अरेस्ट नहीं किया, कोई मुकदमा नहीं बनाया है, तो कोई दबाव होगा। तो जांच अगर करानी है तो एक जुडिशियल इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए, हाई पावर, टाइम बाउंड, क्योंकि जैसे ही ये खबर सुर्खियों से हटेगी फिर कुछ नया मुद्दा आ जाएगा। इसलिए सरकार को पहली बात तो संज्ञान लेना चाहिए कि ये बार बार क्यों हो रहा है, और बजाय इसके कि सरकार 24 घंटे राजनीति करे, उनको ध्यान देना पड़ेगा गवर्नेंस के ऊपर। अगर इस देश के नौजवानों का विश्वास इस व्यवस्था से उठ जाएगा तो बहुत बड़ा एक चैलेंज है देश के लिए, क्योंकि ये पूरे जो देश की परीक्षा है इसमें बहुत लोग अरमान लगाए बैठे। पहली बात देश में बेरोजगारी है, दूसरा जो लोग पढ़ लिख कर क्वालिफाई होना चाहते हैं उनके साथ धोखा हो रहा है, और बार बार हो रहा है। तो कौन जिम्मेदार है? आखिर अब तक सरकार में किसने इसकी अकाउंटेबिलिटी एक्सेप्ट करी है? कब तक आप जांच बिठाकर दरी के नीचे बात को डालते रहेंगे? कोई ना कोई इसको एक्सेप्ट करे कि हाँ मेरी मॉरल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, मैं जिम्मेदार इसका हूँ, एक एग्जाम्पल सेट करें। और बहुत बार कहा गया कि पेपर लीक को हम बंद कर देंगे, अगर लगातार हो रहा है तो एक सिस्टम है, इसमें मुझे लग रहा है कि बहुत बड़ी कॉन्स्पिरेसी है, क्योंकि कोई आसानी से इतने जल्दी पेपर नहीं निकल सकता। और आज जिस हालात में देश का नौजवान बेरोजगार भी है, महंगाई की त्रासी से जूझ रहा है, उसके ऊपर इस प्रकार उसके अरमानों पर पानी फेर देना अन्याय है, इस बिल्कुल अनएक्सेप्टेबल है, और सरकार को इसके खिलाफ कुछ न कुछ करना पड़ेगा ताकि लोगों का विश्वास पुनः स्थापित हो सके।
धर्मेंद्र प्रधान के कार्यकाल में दूसरी बार नीट का पेपर लीक हुआ है। धर्मेंद्र प्रधान देश के शिक्षा मंत्री हैं और लगातार 2 बार उनके कार्यकाल में ये पेपर लीक हुआ है, क्या उनकी जिम्मेदारी बनती है?
बिल्कुल बनती है, मॉरल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सरकार की बनती है। आपने एजेंसी बना दी ये बोलकर कि ये अब एग्जाम्स कंडक्ट करेंगे, तो कहाँ कंडक्ट हो रहे हैं? और मुझे तो दुख उन लोगों के लिए है जिन बच्चों ने ईमानदारी से पेपर दिया है, जिन्होंने बेईमानी से पेपर हासिल किया होगा, कितना % लोग होंगे। लेकिन पूरा सिस्टम अगर कोलैप्स कर रहा है, और इस देश के हम बहुत उम्मीदों के साथ नौजवानों को शिक्षा देते हैं, और कहा जाता है कि शिक्षा से बड़ा कोई आशीर्वाद नहीं है। अगर आप शिक्षा की प्रणाली में एग्जाम टेस्टिंग एजेंसी है जो पूरी नीट परीक्षा की व्यवस्था है, अगर वो चरमरा रही है और आंखों के सामने हो रहा है और बार बार हो रहा है, तो कोई ना कोई तो रिस्पॉन्सिबल होना चाहिए। इसके लिए लोगों को आगे एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए। और मुझे लगता है देश की सरकार का ध्यान जो है सिर्फ चुनाव कैसे जीतना है, मैनेजमेंट कैसे करना है, सरकार कैसे बनानी है, विरोधियों को कैसे दबाना है, उस पर केंद्रित है। ये जो मूल व्यवस्था है इस पर सरकार का कोई ध्यान नहीं है।
And Ramchandran Rao defended Prime Minister Narendra Modi's appeal to postpone gold purchases, saying similar calls for financial discipline were made earlier by former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in 1967 and former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram in 2013. He accused Congress leader of politicizing the issue and said that Prime Minister's appeal was a patriotic request aimed at protecting the country's foreign exchange during difficult times.
In the recent public meeting at Hyderabad, Sri Narendra Modi ji has requested the citizens of this country to follow 9 principles, wherein not to purchase gold, to avoid foreign travels, to avoid consuming more oil, all these things. And the Congress party leaders, Mr. K.C. Venugopal, Telangana CM Revanth Reddy ji, and Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, they are attacking the Prime Minister for advising people for not to purchase gold. I remind the Congress party leaders that it was their own Prime Minister, Srimati Gandhi, who when she was Prime Minister, she asked people not to buy gold. It is not the first time that today Narendra Modi is appealing. She has appealed to the people not to purchase gold. And then it was Mr. Chidambaram, who in 2013, he made a statement and requested Indians don't buy gold because that will disturb our foreign exchange. And these are the things which they did. Mr. Manmohan Singh, he also, when he was Prime Minister, when he said that you have to tighten your belt. But now at that time, so many international crisis was not there. And today India is being also affected by the international crisis because of the war in the Gulf area and also with US and Israel. So these wars have actually made us and asking us, because of that, Honorable Prime Minister is asking us to show financial discipline. So therefore, there is nothing wrong in his advice to the people. It was not a force on the people, but it was only an advice. And he has very clearly mentioned that the showing of patriotism or expressing patriotism is not only to lay down your life for the country, but also while you are alive, to see that the country's financial discipline is maintained and to live for the country's welfare and the country's strengthening of economy is also a part of patriotism. So therefore, we welcome the advice given by Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, and we condemn the Congress party's misinformation campaign on these austerities which the Honorable Prime Minister has suggested.
M. Veerappa Moily dismissed BJP's allegation of fighting with Congress over the delay of forming the Kerala government, saying the party follows a consultation-based process unlike the BJP. On Congress ending its alliance with the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam in Tamil Nadu, he said the party had weakened politically over the years despite supporting the DMK.
Shaking. It is the other way about.
Now BJP is criticizing, sir, whenever Congress government comes to power, they'll always have this kind of infighting in Congress. That is what happening in Kerala. It is unable to choose.
Where is infighting? The government has not been formed. Where is the question of infighting? Because we are unlike the BJP, they impose candidates as CM. We don't do that. We have proper consultation, and this is the process which we take. Even when I was CM, they took the same process, consulted all MLAs, then ultimately they selected a candidate, me. They did not impose, even though at that time, P.V. Narasimha wanted S.M. Krishna. But because of the overwhelming opinion of the MLAs, he had to admit, and he talked to me also, that MLAs, majority of them will supported you, that is why we have chosen you as a Chief Minister. This democratic process you can't find today.
Now BJP.
And how can you say that we are not shaking? In fact, the entire country is shaken by Prime Minister's statement.
Looking at the scenario in West Bengal, sir, how you read the kind of a situation there which has been...
So absolutely, they just hijacked the government. Because ultimately it is being analyzed everywhere. That is, it is the SRI. The very fact that the CEO of the SIR is now elevated as the Chief Secretary of West Bengal will go to show that they have awarded him. Because it is because of him the West Bengal government has come to the BJP and the TMC has lost.
Is the issues related to the CM chair, sir, will be solved here in Karnataka as you are one of the...
No, it is government. It is, we are capable of taking our own decision. I don't think, the Prime Minister of the country should be bothered about it.
TVK and Congress stay intact in Tamil Nadu. Now AIADMK, the NDA alliance, is saying that we will give our support to TVK. That means they are breaking the alliance of NDA.
It is for them to do. There's an internal matter of the ADMK. We don't want to comment upon that. But the question is that, you should know, under what circumstances the Congress took a decision to support TVK. I was in charge of Tamil Nadu when we had 42 MLAs, Congress. 42 MLAs. Even then, they did not allow us to participate in the ministry. We cooperated, continued to cooperate all these 20 years. Now we are reduced to 5 number. No, now next time if you go with the DMK, we will be reduced to 0. And in that case, we had to, moreover, but for our first initiative, the Congress initiative, to extend support to TVK, perhaps to TVK, they would have played some game. And with the connivance of the government of India, they would have played game against TVK. Because of our immediate support, today the TVK government has come into place.
What are you guessing, sir? What are you saying that they would have played different game? What it means exactly, sir?
That means to say that is what you found, that the government of India had a bigger conspiracy, grand conspiracy, to unite ADMK and DMK and to form a government. But it did not happen because of the first initiative taken by the Congress party.
Prime Minister said, sir, Congress is known for betraying their alliances. Now TMC is betrayed and DMK is betrayed. That is what the statement comes.
Where is the question of betraying? It is a question of we saved a government, but for our support to the TVK, perhaps they would have played a game, and they thought that we foiled the conspiracy of BJP in joining hands with the TVK. So we saved the democracy. We saved the democracy. We allowed the democratically elected government. I have been a law minister. I have seen the politics of this country last 60 years. The TVK Vijayan, largest majority, largest number, single largest party. It is the duty of the governor to call the single largest party to form the government. Governor did not do it. He played game. He was waiting some other combination to take place. That's a clear conspiracy. Otherwise, it has never happened in the history of any state. Even the Supreme Court has said that the governor's house, the Lok Bhavan is not the forum to test the majority. The duty is that allow him to form the government and ask him to face the assembly, which he did not do it. The governor has failed to perform the legitimate duty as a governor, as a constitutional right.
But will India alliance partners stay intact? Aam Aadmi Party is not with you.
No, that is it is not in the hands of the BJP. It is in the hands of the Congress and the rest of the parties. I don't think the BJP or the Prime Minister of the country, by giving his statement, he can destabilize the opposition.
One last question, sir. Yesterday, Supreme Court observed on the Sringeri issue. How do you see this, sir, being a senior advocate?
Yeah, that is how these election commissions function. This is clear reflection how the election commission, is biased towards BJP.
Union Minister Ramdas Athawale travelled by metro in support of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's appeal to reduce petrol and diesel consumption and encourage the use of public transport. He said the PM's call for financial discipline, including limiting unnecessary fuel use, gold purchases and foreign travel, is aimed at protecting India's economy, and urged citizens to follow the appeal.
तो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने इलेक्शन होने के बाद, अमेरिका ईरान का युद्ध खत्म होने के बाद, अपने देश के अर्थतंत्रों के साथ बातचीत करने के बाद उनको ध्यान में आ गया है कि अपने देश की इकोनॉमी आज नंबर 4 पर है, तो उसको नीचे नहीं लाना है। तो अगर उनको ऊपर ले जाना है तो लोगों ने पेट्रोल डीजल में बचत करने की आवश्यकता है। उसके साथ साथ सोना खरीद करके उसमें पैसा बर्बाद करना ठीक नहीं है, वो पैसा अपने धंधे पे लगाना चाहिए। फॉरेन के टूर में लाखों रुपए खर्चा होते हैं, वो भी डालकर अपने धंधे में डालना चाहिए। ऐसा उन आह्वान ने किया है और इसीलिए मुझे लगता है कि सभी देशवासियों ने इसका प्रतिशत देना बहुत बड़ा जरूरी है। आज मैं मेट्रो से ट्रैवलिंग कर रहा हूँ, इसके बाद भी जब मुझे मौका मिलेगा या मुझे प्रोग्राम के लिए मैं जाऊँगा जहाँ जहाँ मेट्रो है वहाँ मेट्रो से मैं जाने का प्रयत्न करूंगा। और सभी लोगों को मेरा आह्वान है कि भाई उन्होंने भी प्रधानमंत्री जी के आह्वान को प्रतिसाद देना चाहिए। इसमें राजनीति लाना बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं है।
आप दिल्ली के नेता हैं, कई बार आपने दिल्ली में भी सफर किया है। मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र के मेट्रो में और दिल्ली के मेट्रो में क्या फर्क आपको पता चला है आपको?
मुझे लगता है कि दिल्ली की मेट्रो तो सबसे बहुत साल पहले से शुरू हुई थी। अभी अब हमारे मुंबई में थोड़ा मेट्रो लेट से शुरू हुई है, लेकिन मेट्रो अच्छी है। मतलब मेट्रो का जो ट्रैवलिंग है बहुत बड़ा आनंददायक है और टाइम बचत का लिए भी है, बहुत अच्छा है। तो लोग अभी मेट्रो से बहुत सारी जा रहे हैं। दिल्ली की कनेक्टिविटी बहुत अच्छी बढ़ गई है। अभी 4-5 साल के अंदर अपने मुंबई की कनेक्टिविटी ऐसी बढ़ेगी कि हर आदमी को कम समय में अपने घर तक पहुंचने का मौका मिलेगा। तो मेट्रो का जो मेट्रो बहुत अच्छी तरह मतलब यहाँ से चल रही है, अभी जो चल रही है, और आगे भी मेट्रो का पूरा जाल जब तैयार हो जाएगा तो मुंबई को बहुत ही अच्छा उसका एक फायदा हो सकता है। और इसीलिए मेट्रो में दिल्ली में मैं मेट्रो में गया हूँ अनेक बार, और यहाँ भी मैं अभी जा रहा हूँ, तो अच्छी बात है, यहाँ की मेट्रो भी अच्छी है।
That's all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.